Pray, don't worry. Worrying is the exact opposite of faith. Worrying is like a rocking chair. It gives you something to do, but it don't get you anywhere. That's what they used to say. I would like to take that off and erase it and really say worrying will get you on pills. It'll make you a drug addict. Legally a drug addict because of worration. It will damage your nervous system. And the thing about it is, then you start worrying. You're worrying about one incident and you have put yourself into bad health. Now you're worrying about your health and the incident, and you become totally handicapped. Worrying will make you a handicap, and you should not be that way. Let's see what my notes here says. Worry never changes anything. Think about it. The last time you worried about something, did it change? I mean, you just had a double portion of worrying about it. Did it change anything? Didn't change. It made you irritable. Made you to the point that nobody want to be around you because you were snappy, quick-tempered. You became a totally different person. You were out of character. You wasn't Christ-like. Because when you worry, you get out of tune and connection with heaven. And heaven keeps you on track. Listen to this. Worrying is extremely unproductive. It's unproductive. There's no production in worrying. You said, well, Bishop, that's easy for you to say. No, it's not. I've been there. I know what it's like. You're preaching faith, and in the pulpit, it sounds like you could move mountains. You believe, and then get home and get a bill, and just walk and prance the floor. You go upstairs, downstairs. You go to bed, put the pillow over your head, as if all of these little adults that you're using is going to help pay that bill. It's just as unproductive as can be, and it can cause, in a home of a husband and wife, it can cause a relationship problem. Because one is worrying. It will cause your mind to sink into a state of fear. And that's how the devil operates. The devil operates on fear. He moves on fear like God moves on faith. Job says that, you know what the Lord was talking with Job? Job said, the thing I greatly feared has come upon me. He feared his children would do something to curse God. So when he got up to worship and make a sacrifice, it was not so much to give God praise. It was done out of fear. Fear brought the devil into his environment. Have you brought the devil into your environment? Now, the devil didn't know who it was, but he knew he was in the right vicinity. He just didn't know it was Job until the Lord told him. But have we brought the devil into our environment because of the fact of how we are fearing things? And we have become a nervous wreck. And the devil is setting back. And you know what? He's sending little folks to discourage you. Instead of encourage you, like, I know you're going through some tough time, but it's going to be okay. You know that? Yeah, it's hard. Going to get worse. I heard they come with bad news. I heard they're going to lay off another 30 on your job. How long you been there? Oh, you know, your name is probably in there. All of that is to cause you to do what? Worry a little bit more. Worry a little bit more. In fact, I don't have that to worry about. If I've been a good employee, if I've been a good employee and I'm on time and my track record is good, have your layoffs. God's going to take care of me because I've done my part. See, if you do your part, you ain't got that to worry about. But you got to do your part. Give God something to work with. Like the lady said, but can you pray with that the Lord give me a car? I said, you got driver's license? No. Get some license. Get the Lord something to work with. He don't need to give you no car, have you illegal on the road. Go get some license first. Show him that you're trying to do the righteous thing. Let's keep going. Worry will cause your mind to sink into a state of fear and depression that can be very difficult to get out of. Has anybody in here ever been depressed?
Yes.
It's depression. Depression is terrible, and sometimes you don't know it. I suffered once what they call internal depression. I lost close to 30 pounds. The doctor said, I'm glad you lost the weight. You know, they always got to throw that one in there when you're kind of heavy, like myself. Okay? I'm glad you lost the weight. My problem is, I don't like the way you lost it. You lost it. You're losing weight in a way that could damage you in the long run if we don't get a hold of it. Because depression takes you out of balancing your life. Nothing matters. And you know what? You can have people who have beautiful homes. When they get depressed, you can't believe it's the same house. They ain't cleaning nothing. It don't make no difference. It don't make no difference. The car can get as much dirt on it, pile as many bags of windows up in there if you want to. Don't make any difference. Depression is bad. Depression leads you, if you're not careful, into suicide. Because the more that you allow that oppressed spirit of the devil to reign on you, the more he tells you about the worthlessness you are. See, that's what depression does to you. It makes you feel that you're not even worth living. You know, why are you here in the first place, going through all of this? And you know what the devil does? And if the Lord really loves you, and he'll send friends around, yeah, I guess that Christian thing ain't working for you, is it? I guess you want to come on back where we are on this side. Look at what I'm driving. No, I don't want to do that. No, it took me too long to get away from that. I need to get a hold of what is going on with me. Why have I allowed this spirit to cause me to get into this state? Sometimes you got to go talk to somebody. One of the things that we're so afraid to talk to somebody. You know, the church is loaded with folks who need counseling, and it's not from us. Really, they need professional help. I'm not saying they're crazy. No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying they got problems that's embedded deep down inside, and issues that is down inside that they don't talk about. They try to fix it themselves, and it gets worse, and they become redundant, and they do the same thing over and over again, and they get deeper and deeper into this dark hole, and they don't know how to get out of it. But pride. I don't want nobody to know I went to Sister Renee's counseling institution. I don't care if you do know. Look how balanced I have become. I got my life back. Don't go around trying to have a life when you need a life. Don't fool yourself. Clothes and materials don't make you have a life. See, we have a tendency to go to one extreme to the other. I need to balance. I need to find out why I got a quick temper. I need to find out why I'm snapping. I need to find out why I'm tearing up like we did in the anger class. Why I'm tearing up material stuff that I got to replace and buy again. What's going on with me? Well, you know, he's just depressed. Why have I lost my appetite? Why I don't want to eat? I need to find out these things. Pouring oil and speaking in tongues is not getting it. Not now. Because you don't even understand what's going on. You're not hearing the voice of the Lord. So worrying will lead you into depression, and the longer it stays, the more difficult it is to get you out of it. Let God replace your fear with faith. Start having faith where you are. If you can't, why would you believe the Lord for $50 if you can't believe for $5? Okay, let's just start where you are. This ain't no race to see who can get the most faith first. You got to have building. It's a process. I'm broke, don't have a dime in my pocket. This is an example, because I'm not speaking nothing on myself. Okay, but I'm believing the Lord for $5. For the day is over, $5 is coming. I know I'm trusting God that it will come. And you know what? All of a sudden, somebody might come by, Eli might come by and say, why don't you come ride with me out to the place there? So I'll give you $5 for your time. And you be like, well, you know what? This faith stuff will work. Yeah. You know, don't be all pious talking, no, go ahead, keep it. Now, you just believe, you've been confessing you're going to get $5 all day. The Lord sent him by and said he's going to give you $5, and you turn around and tell him to do what?